Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the San Francisco 49ers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
49ers Eddie Pinheiro to do the honors, and we are underway in Santa Clara. Isaac Gorindo to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return. Comes out to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Purdy throwing here to start. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield. Down inside the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 25 yards and a 49er first down.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Right back to Ayuk it goes. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco!
To George Kittle.
The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. George Kittle, the touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
It's caught! And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. All right, I know y'all can't see this, but your girl is throwing some punches up here, some early body blows, Brock. That team wasted no time reaching the end zone and then dropped another 2 points right on top of it.
Now, I must say with the two-pointer, Kate, that was more than body blows. They just dropped a haymaker right to the chin.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a
49er
must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
He put a receiver in motion left.
Watch out! Up.
Back to the air on second. Purdy has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out! Hot.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Escapes out to the left. He's making a bid for it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Renardo Green with that tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun is Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Purdy now on 4th down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Gorindo to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Gorindo on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Officer! 18, watch out! Hot.
That throw behind his intended target. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Get set, get set. Yellow, 18,
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
A quarter down. 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy.
The 45-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
Come on, boys.
Working quickly here.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Stop.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Get set. Get set. 18. 22. Up.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Alpha's up. 18. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy throwing here. He brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead to 7. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8.
15, 49ers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Alpha's up. team! Watch out! Stop!
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Get set! Get set! 18! Watch out! Up.
They'll air it out on third. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Forced out to his right. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Get set! Get set! Yellow. Hot, hot.
First down, Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Up. 18! Watch out! Up.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Get set! Get set! 18! Up.
He's got Ayuk on that slant. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Catch made. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Purdy on 1st down. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Up.
Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to try another deep one here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Get set. It's hot.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Likely our last play of the half, so they're leaving the offense out there.
Up.
Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set.
Play action now. Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now here he goes. He has room past the 25. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
It's a gain of 20.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the
from the gun, McCaffrey. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just...
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Garindo to return it. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I could play receiver, and you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
49er first down. It's a gain of 20. And a 49er first down.
Here's the design run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set. Hunter, runs up. Up.
Now Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
11. 18.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Up.
Working now from the gun. This one's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Get set, get set. Up.
From the gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Get set, get set. Hot, hot.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Get set, get set.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
We'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Get set. Up.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 16. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working inside the red zone. That's caught. Again, it's Kittle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
He can run it. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Flush down out to his left. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He's off to the races. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
And there, and Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow. Get set, get set. 118. 118.
Purdy going to the air right away. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Purdy. Over the middle to Tonjes, the tight end.
Purdy's pass.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
49er first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Eagles nothing. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, this will be caught by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Great, set.
Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Pass. Intended for Grant Calcaterra. Incomplete. Marquise Siegel on the coverage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Boy, two long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had one drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Baun coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Yellow.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. Gets through, and now an opening. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out!
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
18, watch out. Yellow. Hot.
Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Isaac Guerrero from a yard out. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A gain of 15 and an Eagle first down.
Great, set.
Back to throw again. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The 23-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Great, set. Delta.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. A solid stiff arm. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Get set. Get set. 118. What's up?
Final play of the half. Purdy. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
No touch, set. No touch.
Back to throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No touch, set. No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down,
Philadelphia.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Great, set.
Barkley looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott
off
now to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Get set. Yellow, line around up.
Back to throw, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 more yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow, get set. 18, watch out.
Here's Purdy. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 15 yards there for number 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Heads up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Get set. 18, watch out.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Purdy to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yellow.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
An Eagle first down.
Great, set.
Barkley, inside handoff. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.